Sometimes humanity just makes my head hurt. I'm starting to believe that there are people on this earth that are actually allowed to mate with vegetables and bear their children. Hey up everyone, I'm Mr. B. I'm here to talk about the news stories from the weekend regarding Fortnite. Now, full disclosure here, I am not Fortnite's biggest fan. In fact, I'm useless at it, which means I hate the game. But that's just because I'm useless at it. However, I am someone who likes to put things straight, tell it like it is, shoot it straight down the middle, and call bull when I see it. And this weekend has been full of it, mainly because of stuff like this. I mean, look at it. Look at it. Look at that headline for a crack. I mean, Fortnite is being blamed for someone with a cocaine addiction. Hey, we're going to get into this. We're going to get into this properly because I've had enough and it's time to set the record straight. So, stick around. Let's roll. So, where do we begin? Well, the phenomena of bashing a product or blaming a product for poor decision making, piss poor parenting and things like that, which we're going to get into very shortly, is not something that's new. In fact, it's been going around for quite a long time, really ever since round about 1988, when this band started releasing songs like this.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
Straight out of Compton is a crazy brother named Ice Cube from the stupid dope gang with
Yeah, that's where it all pretty much started. When gangster rap came out, or what was known as gangster rap, everybody loved blaming it for shooting, killings, kids going crazy, getting out of control and things like that. But the problem was, it wasn't that at all. And although the NWA used that to help produce or help market their stuff, really what they should have done was turn around and said, well, hang on a minute, it ain't our music that's the problem, it's your piss poor parenting. If you don't want your child to listen to it, don't let them. There's an age rating on it, and this is where Fortnite comes in, because video gaming is getting the exact same rap nowadays, because all of a sudden mainstream media is lambasting Fortnite for causing all these cultural problems and to mask piss poor parenting and even worse decisions in life, like this dude who says he is now addicted or was addicted to cocaine because of his addiction to Fortnite. I mean, come on, really? Now, I know these outlets are hardly paragons of virtue, and it's hardly like they are well known for printing good, hard truth facts, but they are renowned for creating hysteria where there doesn't need to be. There's a very old saying, there's something that my father imparted on me a long time ago, and something I've stuck with. If it quacks like a duck and walks like a duck, the chances are it's a duck. Now, the reason why I use that analogy is because, to me, for these, opinionated, uninformed, unintelligent eyes, I smell an agenda. It smells like agenda, it reads like an agenda, and it looks like an agenda. Now, what could the agenda possibly be? I mean, what logical reason could there be for an agenda? Money. And I tell you why, and it's not where you're thinking. You're thinking that people like The Sun, or newspapers like The Sun, are generating stories for clicks for their advertisement. That's where they get the money. No. I don't think that's where all this is aiming. There was a ITV Good Morning segment where Holly Willoughby, that lovely princess, was talking to some doctor about the addiction of Fortnite and how she felt bad as a parent because her child didn't know the dances that all the other 6 and 7-year-olds knew. Because she wouldn't let her child play Fortnite, which is damn right, because it's got a 13 age rating. Why are 6 and 7-year-olds allowed to play this game? But anyway, basically, this doctor and this woman's next to who her child is addicted or has a gaming addiction at 6 years old, I might add, starts going on about how the NHS are now making provisions for gaming addiction in children. More money for the NHS? Of course it bloody is. It's just another thing that some smart arse and bigwig is going, hang on a minute. Look at all these stories coming out about gaming and addiction and loot boxes. We need to use that. We might be able to, get a bit more money for the NHS here. And I guarantee that's where this is going. I know it sounds all conspiracy theory and all that crap, but look at how all of a sudden in the last couple of months, the media has been printing stories that just begs belief. And like that geezer with the cocaine addiction, any normal person on earth would just go, sort your life out, you bloody idiot. If I turned around to my father and said, Dad, I'm taking cocaine and it's all because I'm addicted to a game called Fortnite, he would likely to knock me block off. Not because he's a violent person, but because it's such a ridiculous thing to say. That's my thoughts on it. And I can't see how it could go any other way. I mean, I see an agenda here, and the reason why I'm so wound up at this is because Fortnite has a lot to be thanked for. Me and a friend of mine called Max had a conversation the other night where we talked about the evil empire that used to be EA but has now been taken over by another Sith Lord, Activision. All this loot box controversy that's going on has now gone because of the model that Fortnite brought in. They didn't use loot boxes, they just had a shop and said, if you want that skin for 15 quid, you go buy it. Enjoy. I personally wouldn't buy it, but I wouldn't beget someone who did. It's their 15 quid. Or apparently their mother's £15. But if a kid's bought that 15 quid without mother's knowing, whose fault is that? Is it Fortnite's? No, it's the mother's. Because again, at 9 or 13 years old, if I stole my mother's card or used my mother's details to buy 15 quid skin, she'd probably remove mine afterwards. And that's what the problem is nowadays. There's no discipline. And for any parent out there that is complaining that their child is addicted to Fortnite and they don't know what to do, you're in a problem, but the problem is of your making, and I suggest you find a way of dealing with it. It might be hard on your child, but take their PlayStation or Xbox or PC away from them. That is parenting. Now, yes, you might look at my stuff and go, oh, well, Mr. B, you don't have children. No, I don't. But I do have nephews and I do have godchildren that I look after frequently. And I'm telling you now, never once in my presence will they pick up an iPad or something like that when they was younger. Never once. We go colouring with them, we take them to a zoo, we go play in the park with them. Well, my wife will, because I don't do exercise, clearly. But that's the problem. The problem is not Fortnite. Fortnite has a lot to be thankful in the gaming industry. The problem is parents, and stop using games like Fortnite as an excuse for your piss poor parenting skills. That's my thoughts on it. What's your thoughts on this whole Fortnite debacle? Get into the comment section and let me know. And if you've liked this video, stick a thumbs up, click subscribe, hit the notification bell and get ready for more to come, because I've got more opinions, especially on the evil empire that is now Activision. You're gonna love that one. That's all from me, Mr. B. Ta-ta for now.